Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about this revision worksheet trigonometry. The first question, you can see that it is a triangle, right angle triangle XYZ, and the question is asking you to find the size of angle XZY. So it is XZY, that means the middle letter is the angle which you have to find out. So here middle letter you can see this is Z. That means we have to find this Z angle. Okay, so since it is right angle triangle, we can use trigonometry ratio. We can use either sine theta, cos theta or tan theta. Okay, so before that we will first mark the sides. This is the angle Z we are going to find out, and just opposite of this angle is the opposite side. This becomes the adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse side. If we see this diagram, we don't require any adjacent side. So we are going to only focus on opposite and hypotenuse. In trigonometry ratio, we have three formulas. Sine theta equals opposite upon hypotenuse, cos theta equals adjacent upon hypotenuse, and tan theta equals opposite upon adjacent. So in this diagram, we only have to see where in which formula there is opposite and hypotenuse. We don't want adjacent. So if you see the formula for cos theta, there is adjacent, so we cannot use this formula. And tan theta also there is adjacent, so we cannot use this formula. The formula which we are going to use is sin theta. So let us use this formula. Sin theta, we will not write theta here. We are going to find the angle Z. That's why we will write it as sin Z equal, opposite side is 4 there is no unit given here. If unit is given, then you can write centimeter. But since there is no unit, I am writing it as 4. 4 divided by hypotenuse side as 6. We are finding the angle. So we are finding the Z. That means I have to bring this sign on the right side. So when this sign go on the right side, it will become sine inverse. Sine inverse of 4 divided by 6. So here when you solve it using scientific calculator, you will get value. Shift sine inverse 4 divided by 6. Answer is 41.8 degree. Whenever you will find angle in IGCSE, you will write answer up to 1 decimal place. Rest all other values you will be writing in 3 significant figure. You have to remember that. And the last step you have to mention it like this. Angle XZY equals 41.8 degree. Don't just mention Z equal 41.8 degree, but mention the answer completely saying angle XZY equal 41.8 degree. So anywhere, anytime if they ask you question find the angle, then you should write the final answer up to 1 decimal place. Otherwise, you have to write the answer up to 3 significant figure. Let's go to the second question. Second question, here is a right angle triangle PQR again, and the question is asking you to find the angle, size of angle RPQ. So when it is saying RPQ, the middle letter is P. That means I have to find the angle P. So sometimes they mark the arc. So if you have seen in the question 1, there was already the arc marked, and in the second question they did not mark. So you have to mark it by yourself. Sometimes the students get confused. So you mark the arc first, and once you know which angle you have to find out, based on that angle, see the opposite side and mark the opposite side. So this is opposite, this is the adjacent side, and diagonal length, this is hypotenuse. If you see this whole diagram, you will see we have adjacent side, we have opposite side. There is nothing given in the hypotenuse side, so I will cancel this part. Again, out of 3 formula, that is out of sine theta equals opposite upon hypotenuse, cos theta equals adjacent upon hypotenuse, and tan theta equals opposite upon adjacent. Out of these 3 formula, I have to choose one which has adjacent and opposite, both the values. We don't want hypotenuse. If you see sine theta, there is hypotenuse here, so I cannot use this. Cos theta, there is hypotenuse, I cannot use this. So I have to use this formula where opposite and adjacent is mentioned. Let's solve this. Tan theta, I will not write theta because I'm going to find the angle P. Tan P equals opposite value is 20 centimeter and adjacent value is 12 centimeter. Since we are finding the angle P, the tan will go on the other side. It will become P equal tan inverse of 20 divided by 12. And now you can use your scientific calculator to find the answer. Press shift button and then tan inverse 20 divided by 12. Close the bracket. Answer is 59.036. This is the answer I got in the scientific calculator, but finally you can write this answer up to one decimal place. Since this is 59.0, it is okay if you write just 59 degree because 59.0 is same as 59 degree. Okay, so finally angle RPQ is 59 degree. Okay, let's go to question 3. In the third right angle triangle, in the third question in the right angle triangle P and T, find the length PT. So in earlier two questions we found the angle, and now in this question they are asking you to find the length. Again, when they ask you such questions, right angle triangle questions, that means you are going to use trigonometry ratio, sine theta, cos theta or tan theta. So now let us mark the sides first. That is our first step we have to do always. So this is the angle 62 degree. Opposite side of this angle is this side. This becomes the adjacent and this becomes hypotenuse. What is the question asking? The question is asking to find the angle PT. That means the question is asking to find this side. That is, I can mark it as X. So which side I don't want? I don't want adjacent because there is no value given here and neither I am interested to find this side. I am only interested to find PT. So now I have only opposite and hypotenuse. So again, I will write those three formulas. Sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Tan theta is opposite upon adjacent. Out of these three formulas, I have to choose the formula which has opposite and hypotenuse only. So if I see sine theta, only this formula is having opposite and hypotenuse. Cos theta is having adjacent here, so I cannot use this. Tan theta also have adjacent, I cannot use this. Now, sine theta. Theta is an angle, so it is already given in this question, that is 62 degree equals opposite side is phi, hypotenuse side we don't know, so I will write it as either X or you can write it as PT. Okay. Now, since we have to find the PT will go across here. Sine 62 will come in the denominator. It will be PT equals 5 divided by sine 62. So PT equals, you can use your scientific calculator, 5 divided by sine of 62 degree. Answer is, I'm getting 5.6628 ... We have to write the answer in three significant figure, 5.66 centimeter. So this is the length PT, 5.66 centimeter. Make sure you write the round of the answers up to three significant figure. Let's go to next question. Question 4. In the right angle triangle ABC, find the length BC. This question is similar to the question 3, how we did. So here also you are finding the length BC. So first let us mark the sides. This is angle 53 degrees. Just opposite side is this one. This is hypotenuse and this is adjacent. Which side we have to find out? BC. That is, this side we are going to find out. So we don't require hypotenuse. Since we are finding BC and we already have opposite side, so we don't require hypotenuse. Again, I'm going to write three formulas. Sine theta equals opposite upon hypotenuse. Cos theta equals adjacent upon hypotenuse. Tan theta equals opposite upon adjacent. Out of these three formula, I will be using a formula which has opposite and adjacent. Should not have hypotenuse because we cancel the hypotenuse. It is not required. So sin theta have hypotenuse, so I cannot use this. Cos theta also have a hypotenuse, cannot use this. So we have to use tan theta. Next, tan theta angle is 53 degree in the question equals opposite side is 7, adjacent side is X, or you can write it as BC. Better you write the BC. Then you have to move this you have to find the BC. So this BC will go here, tan 53 degree will go here. So it will become BC equals 7 divided by tan 53 degree. And now BC equals, use your scientific calculator, 7 divided by 10 of 53 degree. I'm getting the answer 5.2748 dot 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 in my calculator. So I have to round off this figure up to 3 significant figure. So it will be 5.27 centimeter. Let's solve question 5. So these are the 4 questions based on trigonometry ratio. And the next question, if you see, you will see there is no right angle triangle here. So this is a non-right angle triangle. For non-right angle triangle, we have formula sine rule and cosine rule. So one of the rule we have to use to find the angle or find the side. Now, when the non-right angle triangle is given and when 3 sides are given, here 3 sides are given, you can see, and there is no angle mentioned here. That time you can use cosine rule. So you can make a note that when all the 3 sides are given and the question is asking you to find the angle, you should always use cosine rule. Okay. The question is asking size of angle STU. Let us mark which angle the question is asking. It is asking T. So I will mark that first. Okay. What is the opposite side of this? That is 10 meter. So we will write the formula. When you are writing the formula for cosine, to find the angle, okay, to find the side it is different, to find the angle it is different. To find the angle, first you should write cos of theta. Theta is the angle which you are finding, that is T equals, the first number whenever you write, it should be the opposite side of the angle which you are finding. You are finding this angle, so the opposite side is 10 meter. So you will write that first, 10 square, and then other two sides beside the angle T. So you will write those values. So that is 7 square minus 12 square. Divide by, you should write these values in the bracket so that you can get the correct answer in scientific calculator. Then divide in the denominator, in the formula you should, it is there minus 2 multiply, minus 2 always, and then the other two sides are 7 and 12, so you can write it again, 7 multiply 12. This is the way you should write the formula. Now we will use calculator to find the answer. You can also see how to write all the values so that you get the correct answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the bracket, open bracket, that is 10 square, then negative 7 square minus 12 square, close the bracket, then divide, open the bracket again, this negative sign, 2 multiply 7 multiply 12, and then close the bracket. So if you use the brackets properly, insert in the calculator, you should get the correct answer. So if you do it, you should get this answer, 31 by 56. So cos P equal 31 by 56. Now since we have to find the angle T, the cos will go on the other side. So T equals, cos will become cos inverse of 31 divided by 56. You can use your calculator again to find the answer. So to get cos inverse, we have to first click on shift and then click on cos inverse, and then 31 divided by 56. Close the bracket. So answer is 56.387. So we don't have to write all the values. Since we are finding the angle, the answer must be, the final answer must be up to 1 decimal place. So up to 1 decimal place, that is round off up to 1 decimal place, 56.4, because after 3 there is number 8. So when it is 5 and more than 5, we increase 1 in the left side. So it is 56.4 degree. You can write the angle 56.4 degree. So finally I will write it as angle STU equal 56.4 degree. This is the answer. Okay. Next question. Question number 6. Here again, question number 6, if you see the diagram, it is all the three sides are given and the question is asking to find the angle QPR. QPR means the middle letter, that is P, so you have to find P. So to solve this, this question is similar to question 5. So I already told you, if all the three sides are given and the question is asking you to find the angle, you should always use cosine rule. Okay, so to use cosine rule, you should know which angle you are going to find out, that is angle P, and mark the opposite side value, because that is important. If you position the numbers in a wrong way, then the formula will be wrong. So let us write the formula. Cos of P, I'm not writing theta here because we are finding angle P. Cos of P equal, the first number what you are writing, it should be the opposite side of that angle P. So it is 18. So 18 should come first, and then the other two sides. The other two sides are 12 and 15. 12 square minus 15 square, divide by, you write this in the bracket, open the bracket, minus 2 multiply 12 multiply 15. Again, you can use calculator to insert all these numbers as I showed earlier. Open the bracket, 18 square minus 12 square minus 15 square, divide. No, we should not divide directly. We should close the bracket first. Divide, open the bracket, then this negative 2 multiply 12 multiply 15. So be careful when, and then close the bracket, don't forget. And then you get the answer 1 by 8. So cos of P equals 1 by 8. Since we are finding the angle P, cos will go on the other side. So P equals cos inverse of 1 by 8. And this answer, cos inverse, again we will use scientific calculator. To get cos inverse, first click on shift button and then cos. So you will get cos inverse. Already there is a bracket open there, 1 divided by 8 and then close bracket. So you will get the answer 82.8192. This is the answer. But as you know already, whenever we write the answer, the final answer for angle, we have to write round off up to 1 decimal place. So round off up to 1 decimal place will be 82.8 degree. But finally we will write it as angle QPR equal 82.8 degree. Okay, so we have used cosine rule and you already know now when to use cosine rule when non-right angle triangle is given and when all the three sides are mentioned and the question is asking you to find the angle. Let's go to next question. Question 7. Here if you see the triangle, there is no right angle triangle here, it's a non-right angle triangle. And if you can see, all the three sides are not given, only two sides are given and one angle only is given. Question is asking you to find the angle XYW. So XYW means the middle letter is Y, that means I have to find this angle. Okay, so in this case what you should do, you cannot use cosine rule here because all the three sides are not given. So obviously the other rule which we have is sine rule. So we will use sine rule. Sine rule says if you want to find the angle, the formula will be sine of that angle divided by the opposite side of that particular angle. This formula is used to find angle. Okay, and sine rule, if you want to find the side, the formula is upside down. It will be opposite side divided by sine of angle. So we will solve the question where we have to use like this formula, the second formula. This formula is used to find side. So now we will use this formula. Okay, so let me just move this second session question so that we can solve this one. Find the size of angle XYW. Angle XYW. YW. Okay. So since we are finding angle, we know that we are going to use this rule. Sine rule equals sine angle divided by opposite side. Before that, we have to mark the opposite side of particular angle. So this is the angle Y we are going to find out. The opposite side is 5. So I will write here sine of Y divided by the opposite side is 5 equal. Then the other side 65 degree, just opposite side is 7 centimeters. So I will write sine 65 degree divided by 7. Since we have to find sine Y, I have to get rid of this 5. So this 5 will go cross on the other side. It will become sine Y equal sine 65 divided by 7 multiply 5. So this you can write in the bracket. Since we have to find the angle Y here, I have to move this sign on the other side. So it will become Y equal sine inverse of, we can write this all again, sine 65 divided by 7 multiply 5. Why I don't suggest you to find the answer first only, because if you find the answer first only, then obviously in the scientific calculator you will get many decimal points. Okay, so it means that the number is, there are more decimal point. It is not complete one whole number or something where there are only 2 or 3 decimal points. There are more. So there may be more error, or there may be some error in your answer. So better you just write the bracket and then you can get the answer directly. I will show you how to use a calculator here. Okay, so first I will shift button and then sine button, so you will get sine inverse. I will use this fraction symbol so that I can write. Then sine of 65, please close the bracket because there is a open bracket there. Then you can come to the denominator and write number 7. Go to the right side, click on multiplication and then 5, and then close the bracket. So once you write all the symbols properly in the scientific calculator, you can get the answer directly. That is 40.34305. So there are more numbers after this, but our calculator shows only few digits. So let us focus only on 3 significant figure. But the question is asking us angle, so angle must be round off to 1 decimal place. So that's why it should be 40.3 degree. So I will write it as angle XYW equals 40.3 degree. Okay. Section 2, the question is calculate the area of triangle WXY. Okay. Whenever you write the formula for area of triangle, make sure there are 2 sides. You have to get the 2 sides. So if you use these 2 sides, fine, no problem. But you should know this angle. You can also use this. But if you see here, you have this side 5 centimeter, this side you don't have anything. So you cannot use this. Also this side, if you see there is 7, but other side you don't have any value. So you cannot use this one. So better we will use this side, that is 5 centimeter and 7 centimeter. But we also need to find what is the value of angle X. So that we will find first here angle X. So angle X equal, you know the sum of internal triangle. This value we just now got here, that is 40.3 degree. We know already 2 angles, so third angle is easy for us to calculate. So let us do that. 180 minus, open the bracket, so this will be 65 plus 40.3. So answer is 180 minus 65 plus 40.3. You get answer 74.7 degree. So angle X value we got here 74.7 degree. Now it is easy for us to write the formula for area of triangle. Let us write area equals, formula is half multiply these 2 sides besides 74.7 degree, we should write that 5.7 multiply sine. When you are finding area of triangle, it will be always sine. There is no cos and tan. It's always sine. sine of degree 74.7 degree. Okay, so remember which part you should take. You should take an angle which has a sides on both sides. Only that angle you should take. Otherwise, it is not possible to calculate the area of triangle. You cannot write here 65 degree, because if you want to write 65 degree, then it should be 5 and the other side whatever the value is given. But here the other side we don't have value, so we cannot take 65 degree. That is the reason we had to find the third angle first, and then we use the area of triangle. So we can use this formula. We can first multiply the values. 5 multiply 7 multiply sine 74.7 degree and get the answer. Then divide it with 2. So we got 16.879 dot dot. But we should write this answer up to 3 significant figure. It will be 18.7 centimeter square. Area is always in centimeter, in square. So this unit is centimeter. That's why it is centimeter square. Sorry, it is not 18. It is 16. $16. 16.879. So 16.9. The answer is 16.9 centimeters square. Okay, be careful when you're using your calculator, and sometimes these mistakes happen. You have the correct answer in your scientific calculator, but by mistake you write in the exam some other number. So always be calm, cool, and write the value correctly. Let's go to the next question. Question number 8. Okay, so here you can see non-right angle triangle again. But if you see, the question is asking you to find the length. Okay, which length? WY. So let us mark WY length as X. This is the length you have to find out. Okay, now if you see two angles given in the question, okay, whenever if you see two angles given and one side given, or two sides, you can always use sine rule. Okay, if you see this diagram, let us mark the angles and the opposite side. 65 degree, the opposite side is 7. 30 degree, the opposite side is X. So 5 centimeter is given so that you can get confused. So sometimes the question gives you some extra number to make you confused. So 5 centimeter is basically, it's not required in our question. Okay, so only these things are important here. So we will write the formula. You remember earlier in our earlier slide, I had told you that sine rule, if you want to find the side, the formula is, you should write the side first, the opposite side first, and then the sine of that particular angle. So we can write side X divided by sine of 30 degree equals, the other side is 7 divided by sine of 65. Since we have to find X, so we have to get rid of sine 30. This will go across this side. X equal 7 divided by sine of 65 multiply sine of 30. Let us calculate this using calculator. So I will divide the number first. 7 divided by sine of 65. I got the answer, and now multiply with sine of 30. I have got the answer here as 3.8618 dot dot dot. But since we have to write the answer up to 3 significant figure, my answer will be 3.86 centimeter. At the end, don't just write X, but write the length, which length you are writing. It is WY. It's very important to complete the answer when you are answering the question. Don't simply write X, it will be like an incomplete answer. So WY equals 3.86 centimeter. Okay, so till now we have learned how to use cosine rule, where to use cosine rule and sine rule. And also we learned about area of triangle. Let's solve one more question. Question 9. There are two questions here. Okay, so the first question is asking you to find the length Wx, and the second, calculate the area of triangle. So if you see this question carefully, this question is a little different from the earlier one. In this triangle, if you see, there are two angles given, okay, and only one side is given, so that's why you use sine rule. But if you see this type of triangle, this type means when you see any time there is a triangle here and there are two sides just beside that, then you can use directly cosine rule to find the side. So cosine rule to find the side formula is, this is 42 and this is the opposite side, so this is the length we have to find out. So I will write it as x. So that should come outside always. Whenever you use cosine rule to find the side, this should come outside. The opposite side of that angle should come outside and the other two sides will come inside. That is 8 square plus 9 square minus, open the bracket, okay. I'm writing the formula, minus 2 multiply 8 multiply 9 multiply cos of angle, that is 42 degree. Always remember, if the diagram is having like this, some sort of like this construction, there is an angle and there are two sides beside the angle, then you can directly use cosine rule to find the length, not to find the angle. We are finding the length here. So this is the formula to find the length. So x square equals, you can use directly the scientific calculator. So what is the value? I can write the values first. 8 square plus 9 square minus, don't forget to write the open bracket, then 2 multiply 8 multiply 9 multiply cos of 42 degree and close the bracket. And one more, close the bracket, so that it is complete. So you got this answer, 37.98714513. We have to write all these digits so that we don't get any error. So I will write all the values, 37.98714513. We don't want x square, we want x value. So we have to find the square root of this number. It's 37.98714513. Please don't write in the middle round of value. In the middle, we never write round of value. It means that you are going to get the error in the final answer. So whatever digits you get, you write in your answer sheet and then you find the square root of that whole value. Don't round off in the middle of the calculation. Since we already have that value in our calculator, I will directly use the square root sign and then press the answer button, because the scientific calculator usually saves the previous answer. So there is a value here already and equal. So answer, since we are finding the length, the answer must be three significant figure. So answer will be 6.16. 6.16 centimeter. That's the unit. Okay. Now here second question, calculate the area of triangle. I told you the question here is WYX, area of WYX. That means we can use this angle 42 degree. In your earlier question, I had told you, if you see angle like this and there is a side beside it, you can easily use area of triangle formula. So let us use that. Area equals half multiply those two sides, 8 multiply 9 multiply sine, it is always sine when you are using area of triangle, sine of 42 degree. So answer, let me multiply the numbers first. 8 multiply 9 multiply sine of 42 degree, and then I will divide it with 2. So the answer is 24.088 dot dot dot. This answer I can write it in three significant figure. It will be 24.1 centimeter square, because it is area. Okay, so this is question number 10, and this question is based on bearing. We have last two questions on bearing. So this is the question 10, bearing. The question, when you read the question, you have to draw the diagram roughly first, and then it is easy for you to do any construction. So let us try to understand the diagram first. This diagram says a butterfly flies 5 kilometers due north. So there is a butterfly. There is a butterfly. It flies 5 kilometers due north. Okay, from P to Q. So there is a line. There is a point P, and from P to Q it flies due north. That is north side. So this is north. Upward means north side, right? So it flies. Flies means north side high. How much kilometer? 5 kilometer. It flies 5 kilometer. Now, since it is 5 kilometer, we cannot draw 5 kilometer on the notebook, right? So we have to use a scale. What scale we will use? We will use 1 kilometer equals 1 centimeter. So 5 kilometer means it is 5 centimeter. So now it is easy for us to draw in the notebook. Let's go further. The butterfly then flies 6 kilometers from Q to R. So from Q to R, it is going to fly somewhere. Okay. It is going to fly somewhere up to 6 kilometers. 6 kilometers means 6 centimeters. And then returns to P. So from R, it is going to return to P. Okay. Just consider this as a straight line. It's not a straight line here. Then angle PQR is 130 degree. I told you when the middle letter is the angle where we have to mark the angle. So PQR, that means Q is 130 degree. That is, this part is 130 degree. Now what we are going to do, we are going to draw the same construction using ruler and protractor. We are going to find the bearing. Let's do it. We have ruler with us. Let's take ruler and protractor, so that it helps us to do. Okay, fine. So let us first draw 5 centimeter using the ruler. So from here I'm drawing 5 centimeter. Okay, once I draw 5 centimeter, I will label it first so that it is easy for me what I have drawn to understand. This is point P and this is point Q. This length is 5 centimeter, which is equal to 5 kilometer according to the scale. Then you know that Q angle is 130 degrees, so you can use protractor to mark 130 degree. So it's here. Let us keep it properly so that we can mark 130 degree. Since the line is this side, so we have to mark how much? 130 degrees. So you can see 130 degree from here till here. The scale is this one. So I will draw a line from here. Maybe I will use another color. So this is 30 degree. Let me move this protractor at the side. We have drawn 130 degree. Let us label it. This is 130 degree. Fine. But we have to mark the point R. What is the length? It is 6 centimeters. So use ruler and mark 6 centimeters. Keep it straight. And mark 6 centimeters. Okay, so I will use another color, red color maybe, so that it is visible for us. So this is 6 centimeters, and let me move this aside. So I have that point and I will mark that point first. That is, this point is R. So from here I have to draw a line which is coming back straight to P. So our construction is complete. Let us label it so that it is easy for us. What we have drawn, this is 6 centimeters, which is also equal to 6 kilometers. Okay, the first question. Find the bearing of P from R. From R, that means it is the journey is going to start from R. Okay, So the letter which from it starts, on that letter we have to draw north line. So that is the first step you should do when you want to find the bearing. So it says P from R, that means on the R you have to draw a north line. So I will draw north line, should be perpendicular. Okay. The next step, how to find bearing. From the north line, go right side in a clockwise direction till you get the line P. So line P is this red color line. So till here. Okay. So you have to find this angle. We have only semicircle protector with us. So what I will do, I will keep this and mark first 180 degree. I will first mark 180 degree. Because I don't have one full 360 degree protector with me, so that I will mark first 180 degree and the rest angle I will add it with that. So let me move this further and check what is the small angle scale. So if you see the small angle, it is starting from here 0, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. So it is giving 27 something. This is more accurate, giving me 27.36 something like that. You cannot get like that accurate angle. In your protector, you will get around 26 or 27. There will be some error of 1 degree sometimes. So you do your construction properly in your book and check what angle you are getting. I am getting 27 degree. So you see here, this small angle is 27 degree and this whole part is 180 degree. So that means the total will be how much? 180 plus 27, I am getting 207 degree. So this whole angle will be 207 degree. So answer for question this one is 207 degree. Okay, question A is construct triangle, that we have done. Question B is finding the bearing. We already found 207 degree. Let us move this protector aside so that we can find the other one. Question C, find the bearing of R from P. So when it is saying from P, that means I have to draw the north line on letter P. So let us do that. On the P, there is already a north line, but still to show you, I will just draw it with the blue color line. This is north line. And you know, as we, from the north line, we should go right side in a clockwise direction till we get the line R, that is this red color line. So we have to find this angle. Keep this protector here and find the angle. Okay. So if you see, you can see here yellow angle. This one is how much? You have to keep it here down. Okay. So from here you can see 10, 10, 20. It is somewhat 28. I'm getting something as 28 degree. So 28 degree, but you should not write it as 28. You should write it as 3 digit. That is 028. Should be 028. Okay. Next, find the bearing of R from Q. From Q, that means the north line should be on the line Q. So I will draw north line on Q. Q point is here. And from the north line, you should go to the right side till you get, go to the right side in a clockwise direction till you get the line R. That is this blue line. The blue line is a R line, right? So now we have to use protector and see how much angle is this. So if you can see here, the angle, you can measure it from here till here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 50. So it is 50 degree, but we will not write it in 2 digits, we will write it in 3 digits, 050 degree. So answer for this one is 050. Make sure for bearing, the answer must be 3 digit. Even if the angle is just 2 degree, then you should write it as 002. Write it in 3 digit. Don't write it in 2 digits or 1 digit. Always the answer must be in 3 digit for bear. Okay. I hope you have understood this. Read the question carefully. Try to draw the rough diagram first. Then you try to construct the diagram. And with your calm mind, you find the bearing. See which letter comes first. And on that letter only, you should draw the north line. Sometimes the question is R to P. That means R is the first letter. The same question is asked P from R. So obviously from R means R should come first. So you should understand which letter comes first, and only on that first letter you should draw north line. And from north line on the right side in a clockwise direction, try to draw the angle till you get the other line, whatever the question is asking you, and then use your protractor to find the angle, and the final answer must be in 3 digit. Okay. Follow the same process for all the bearing questions and you will be able to solve any type of questions like this. Okay. So for this revision worksheet, this is enough, and rest all you can practice by yourself. All the best.